What's up, YouTube? Um, three Mandela effects promised. Three Mandela effects. I will deliver new ones. There's some that I caught actually myself. But wow, damn it, I'm gonna forget them. Well, one is, hey, what's up? One is, the first one is hamburger habit. Okay, Santa Barbara. They've had them all over California and apparently all over the country. But it's called Hamburger Habit. Okay. In Santa Barbara, I know for a fact that if I go back to work, because I used to sit there, I was a heroin dealer about 15 years ago or something, selling heroin, sitting right there all the time. I know exactly my order. Yeah, I remember so many things that happened there. If it was called the habit, I sat there and sold heroin. If it was called the habit, I think I would maybe had made us a fucking what? I would have cracked wise. Okay, so now it's just the habit, and it's always been the habit. They didn't just change it. And we didn't even say it like that. We'd be like, meet me at I'd say that, meet me at Hamburger Hamlet. And then my runners, I would go to the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, and just read full books. They had benches, they had beanbags in Barnes and Noble, and they had the other one, Barnes and Noble and the other bookstore. This was back in the day of bookstores. So you could just sit there. I would sit there in the art section and read look at art and stuff. And then my runners would come in, right? I'd have my shit stashed in the back of the toilet, right? Up under there. And be like, okay, boom. Like my runners would come every couple of hours and need another 12 pack. And I'd have them all near me, but not on me. But then I always had 12 singles in my mouth. So if someone walks up, hey, what's up, Lucky? Because that's what I went by, Lucky. What's up, Lucky? Can I get 4? I'd be like, boom. Right? And I didn't care about cameras because what are they gonna do? Have the cops come? When the cops are walking towards me, I'll just swallow the whatever balloons I have left, which is 12 or under, which I could, even if they all broke, it's not gonna fucking kill me or anything. I had a girlfriend once. I promised I would tell the story, but let me real quick tell you this is fucked up. I had a pipe like a pookie, right? For speed, the pookie pipes with the bubble on the end, and you light it from the bottom for speed. Well, I had one back in Colorado, and I would put heroin in there, right, and smoke the heroin, right. So, and it was really good out back there in Colorado. Shit was good back then. Anyway, so the girl I was going out with at the time, Monica. I think it was Monica. Whoever they found my pipe and used it to put a piece of speed in there and smoked it. But there was, I mean, like it was caked with heroin in there. I just I left it filled. So she was all sick, right? Because she was like really fucked up and sick because she didn't do heroin at the time and stuff. So I was like, see, that's what you get for doing shit without asking what it is. But the Mandela effects are number one. Okay, the hamburger habit. There is hamburger Hamlet. Okay, which is one. It's in San Fernando Valley. Hey, I wonder if I wonder if that's the one that Eva from Once Upon a Timeline found, because that she on her live she goes, "Oh, I have one from Mandela Affected," or yeah, no, from Divided We Fall. My Mandela Affected is my character, my guy on the fucking slot, this slot game. Anyway, but I'm Divided We Fall, yeah. So she goes, oh. So I was watching the live stream, and it's a big live stream. She does it once a week, and she's a big internet, like it's a big show. And it doesn't come on till midnight in California because I think she's in London or some shit. And anyway, yeah. So I usually just wait till the morning. I'm usually like how I am right now. I've been so groggy and tired. Right now I get it because it's. I went and got my methadone yesterday, and they were in such a hurry. I got my monthlies back, which is awesome. Number two, which is awesome. So I got my monthlies back, so I go once a month to get my methadone. I get 27 bottles they give me. And like come in 4 weeks later, 27 more bottles. Because I'm clean. I don't do drugs. It's not like I'm hot for drugs. I don't do it. Anyway, it comes back for whatever I have prescriptions and shit for and shit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not drinking enough water or what. You know what? Um, Everyone can laugh and shit, but I did have, and I've said this the whole time. I had the novel coronavirus known as COVID-19 back in the day in like December or something. And I was so sick. I don't know. My mom was alive still, so it was in October. That was like I'm so sick. I haven't been this sick since fucking I was a kid, right? I'm saying. And so anyway, I knew when they were ramping up all these death certificates with and signing it with coronavirus and changing the name to COVID-19, because if you look up coronavirus, it just says common cold. Not on the internet either. Do not use. The internet is not a source. When I went to college, you couldn't just hand in something and in your bibliography at the end have source. Whatever.com. They no. They're like, it's gotta be from a book. Okay, you gotta show me the book. And so, I mean, people, then now it just plagiarize. They just have pages of theses. You're not even gonna write a thesis. It's stupid. Why go? You're paying for college. That's what I didn't get. I'm paying for this. Why would I not want to go to class and learn as much as I can possibly learn? I'm paying for this, you know? And I was, it was awesome. Colorado's really cheap to live. I lived in Denver, and my house was built in like late 1800s. It had a historic plaque and everything on it. My whole street, and we were the only white people being like fucking, and the neighbors. Oh my god! And I'll tell you a real quick Uncle Brady story, which was just like this was like why I was called lucky right here. This is exactly why. I'll tell you why. Okay, I lived in Denver off Colfax on Newton Street, right? And it was like right across the street from Six Flags, right by the college, everything, right? And anyway, but it was right off Colfax, like one house in, and there was hookers that would stand there on Colfax. And then every morning, I would have to kick bums off my lawn and I mean, it wasn't as bad as over where my friend Sam lived on Capitol Hill. But me and Sam would sit on his porch in Capitol Hill drinking 40s, and it was like a movie. You'd watch all these things play out. Some dude chasing his old lady, beating her up. But my neighborhood, listen, the cops did not come to my neighborhood. I lived in this Hispanic neighborhood in Denver, and in my specific neighborhood, um, the cops went in and they served a search no-knock raid in the middle of the night on this old man, his grandfather, okay, of 12 grandkids. And they busted the fuck in his house, okay, and shot him point blank fucking range and was like, oh, whoops, we did the wrong house number. And the whole, like, you think these are riots here? That's why I'm like, what? This is all orcas. This doesn't look like the riots I was in, right? We weren't burning down mom and pop stores and shit. That's not what we were doing. And yeah, we were right. It was like looting. First of all, I'll tell you right now, there's a perfect example. That riot. It said, if you loot, looters will be shot. They were saying that over the fucking loudspeaker. Looters will be shot. What the fuck is this? It says looters will be shot. Do not attempt to, fucking go in any store. And this is the helicopters and shit. Like, so I know that they can, but they had it set up in these particular riots. They had bricks. You guys know the story probably. They had pallets of bricks conveniently set out for them. There was tons of government provocateur agents that were, and agents also of agents, of all factions were there. I don't know if some of them maybe thought they were there for a peaceful purpose, especially after the sun went down. I can't imagine that you can't say like, okay, well, you did it to me, so now I'm gonna do it to you for a while. Like, well, first of all, I didn't do shit to you. I'm Native American. I'm pissed. I'm Native American. I want shit from them. I want them to apologize to me. I want all this stuff. I don't. All my black friends are like, it's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. They act like we're fucking, you know what it's like? My black friends say, it's like the Black Lives Matter movement shit is when white people are doing it. It's like, what, we can't stand up for our own selves or what? Why are we always treated like this? This is ridiculous. My sane friends, not the ones that want to reverse it and have segregation, like in the Chazercise, in their bountiful garden harvest that they had, and they're all probably pooping in. Anyway, kids with guns. I mean, it's ridiculous. This wouldn't happen in the reality I grew up in. Man, looters were shot. That's why when Trump was like, when the looting starts, the shooting starts, I was like, yeah. That's exactly that's what our governor said. He said, if the looting starts, the shooting starts. That's exactly what the cops said. Yeah. And the cops had, they even attacked the Channel 4 Denver Rocky Mountain News guy, or the Channel 4 news guy, MSLSD or whatever, MSNBC. There's all these cops and they were banging. It was so much like fucking Nazi Germany, guys. This was in the 90s, okay? And they were like, had these black fucking and I haven't even seen them since. And they had blue UN urban assault vehicles. I have never seen them since or before, but Denver is chock full of shit like that. Denver's crazy. So as for that, because they have all these underground things. And it's a hub. It's the middle of the country, right? Right in the middle. So that's why, like, everything. And I hate to compare things to this, but it was interesting to note that, like, drugs and shit up in Denver were way better than when I got the shit I would get out here, top of the line shit here. Because everything that I got was pure from. They would take it up to Juarez to the mid, or up through Juarez to the middle of the country, Denver, and then it would be dispersed from there, right? It's like Mexican heroin is coming from Denver. It's ridiculous to the San Diego. And it's just like doesn't make any sense. That's the way it is. So yeah, it was a joke. 911 is a joke in your town. I wonder what that is. That a truth drop? When did we start saying 9/11 and stop saying 911? Call 911. Call 9/11. People don't say that. So that was another thing that I had. Oh, Mandela effects. I have to give you two more. So I gave you one, which is the hamburger habit one. Okay, that's the one. And then also there's one. Let's see. Oh, they found all these fucking shafts that go down over 7 kilometers, right? Under Stonehenge, straight down shafts. And Stonehenge looks totally different. If you're Mandela affected, the stones are all on the top, laid like neatly, and they're cut perfectly straight. Weren't working on it or nothing. But all of them are stacked up now, and they're all stacked up right, and they're not fat and skinny. They're all the same. It's crazy, and it's like I don't know. It's weird. And then I'll leave a link to the chick that the lady Eva Once Upon a Timeline. It's once a week. It's fucking good, man. She has but she goes, I have one from Divided We Fall, and I looked up. I was like, no way, Divided We Fall, because I wrote on her thing. I commented last time about the hamburger habit thing. So that's cool. She brought me up. She's a big YouTube, a big audience. So hopefully someone will maybe come get on my channel. I don't care. I only have 165 subscribers. Well, that's good for me. 165. Okay, and then the other things were like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of artistic change. There's okay. Oh, I know. I have some. I have a bunch actually. I was I could read and write when I was very young. Okay, my dad was a fucking genius. He just was. I don't know why. Probably because he was Native American, but he was really smart, and he can do and could do well when he was alive. But even when I was a kid, I guess he would do the New York Times crossword puzzle in fucking pen. It would take him like 10 minutes every morning to do it. Like, damn, Dad, what does this even mean? I go, Dad, you don't even know what this word means. You gotta say what it means, I think. He's like, nah, but he knew. Like, he knew. I'm like, how the fuck do you know what that means? This is crazy. So, anyway, ew, that was old flat soda from like yesterday. Anyway, so my dad, he goes, he would read to me from the day back then. You could bring your kid home. Let's say I was born in '74. You could bring your kid home the next day. So the day I got home, man, my dad had me all the time, and he would fucking read the paper, and he would sit me right here, and as he was reading, like he would just go like this from day one, from the day I got home. He would read out loud, and he would follow his finger of what he was reading every day, all the time. Right? And like I could read and write. It's like I'm shit dated 1977, and I was born in '74, and it's pretty astounding shit. I mean, it's nothing great. I'm just saying, and it's not spelled right or nothing. But I mean, just to have a whole paragraph written, it's insane. And it was just cheap. My mom said that everyone was always like all freaked out. My babysitters and teachers are like, "Do you realize what, like, how advanced Brady is and all this?" And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying. And so it was hard for me to learn because I got bored. I got bored. I was already way beyond them, you know. Mm. And now look at me. So I picked up a bunch of. I showed you guys those frames and stuff. I'm so tired. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That's one of the COVID things that come later. You get all tired and you'll get like heart will go fast. This is months down the line after you're done, and that's what I'm getting. It sucks. Fucking hate it. They're poison. Everybody. I don't know. I could be tripping. I always take my temperature. Where's my thermometer? I got this. I had my mom get me this because I'm so paranoid all the time. I'm like, I'm sick. I know it. If I see myself, if I see my temperature, right, then I know I'm not sick. And then it's like mind over matter type shit. Okay, let's see what we're going on. What does Tim have going on? FBI posts photos of far left, something. I'll look at my silver chain. That's cool. Oh, look at this. I got a girly on my arm and I'm wearing Shantan on and I rolled this week because it got going on. Look. It is Shantan. Who's it say? What did it say? Maybe I'll say. But it's Sean John. Mhm. Mhm. 96.3. That's what it always is. 96 point something my whole life. I have a low temperature, or I have a low like, core temperature, and they said that it's gonna be a long, long time. They said that until the orbit brings me back around again. They said that. Oh, it says that people live longer with lower body temperatures. I like them. Nigga, monster really pizza. That's racist. Take it down. I'll be like, oh, really? What do I have an Italian flag up for then? Because I like not making pizza. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I said, don't make me go upside your head, lady. Yeah. Oh, I got a story for you guys. Bubba Kush, not Bubba Kush. But oh, check this out, guys. I want to show you guys something special treat. First of all, look at this. These are all. This is fucking Zookies. Girl Scout cookies. What up, Dank? Yo, Girl Scout cookies. It's Zookies. You've had it, Dank. You've had it. It's Girl Scout cookies crossed with Dosey Do. Oh, what did I say it was? Zookies. Oh, with something with a Z. No, it's an indica. So I was at the shop. I went to the shop, but because I get my shit off the black market. I don't go to the shop. I was with my stepdad, and he was going to the shop because he gave me a ride to the clinic. I was like, all right, I'll go in. I need to get a little like glass piece. And right, yeah, Skittle. That exactly. And I loved Skittles. So, and the other one I have is wedding cake, which is so good too. And these batches. So I was at the fucking shop, and I'm like, okay, let me see your shit. I get this for like 30, 35 from him, and it's top of the line, very high. It's top. It's like 30%, and it's so nice. And I looked at their stuff, and they're like, okay. I'm like, what do you have that's indica? Like, good, that's good. And they're like, okay, we have this. Like, she had 4 different ones. So this is 55. This is 60. This is whatever. And they were all crunchy and old and shitty. I'm like, what? I have shit like 10 times better than at my house. What the fuck out of here? So I'm like, all right, do you got any shatter or wax? Give me like a gram of wax or something. I don't know. And so I got a gram of like Tahoe wax, which was like which is like, I don't know, 60%. They have 99% wax too, if you want it. You know, I don't know. I like the flowers that I get. I like it's the same guy that grows it, and I like how he grows. And when I know the grower, like, or when I not them personally, when I know that they know what the fuck they're doing, their technique, I know I can trust I just know them. Like, I don't know. It's hard to, you know what I mean. I know that they know what they're doing if it's cured properly. If it's like you should be able to go. Oh, that was the third. No, I don't. Look at what I bought. Um, no, but you want to hear this funny story, Dank? I told you about the girl at my old house. This my roommate or one of the guys, the guy that rented one of the other rooms, sold weed, and he had and wax, and he had this little jar of wax that he had just kept for like years, and it was like gurgling like the La Brea tar pits in LA. And it was so good. We would do it like he'd give me a hit once in a while, a dab of it, and I'd be like, it would knock me the fuck out. So anyway, this girl was over and she was drunk, and we're like, "You want to dab?" And she's like, "Okay." And we're getting it all ready for her and shit. We're like, "Okay, go," you know. And we wham, and she fucking put up all the smoke, right? And she stumbled back into the chair and started like foaming and was fucking like non-responsive and shit for like 4 hours. You know, I couldn't. It was really funny. I mean, it wasn't on me, so I thought it was funny. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. So, yeah, Molly, huh? Molly Ringwald. Molly. I know now to look. I look at Arrowwood. I can look at them not at Molly now and know if it is it or not. I know exactly what it looks like. You know, I can tell like different. Different types of crystals have like LSD is a crystal. That's crazy. Okay. Hey, you know what? Oh, I always try and put something up for you guys. Dang, you should go because I find free movies, and if they're cool, I put them up on my channel so you guys can watch them. Or if on my Facebook channel, you should go to my face. Do you know my Facebook channel? Go there too. And I have like graffiti page. I have a LSD art gallery. Fucking it says sheets from the 60s back up. And it's like hundreds of sheets of artwork, of sheets of acid that I made. And I have a graffiti page that I started. It's got like fucking 500 people now, and it's people sending graffiti from all over the world, like V for Vendetta shit, under bridges shit, like just wicked fucking dude. I'm not kidding. Like art, like I've never seen it before. Okay, I will. What right now? Where's my old faithful girl? Or whoever it is that's always in here. Cancel. I don't want to leave. Oh, I do have to leave to do it. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah.